Before we go through the Connect interface, I would like to explain a little bit about why CSN has selected Connect as an instructional tool for IS101. Connect uses a different pedagogy than many online systems. The problem with many online learning systems is that they are little more than simply digital versions of the textbook. Learning is linear, as students progress from topic to topic, regardless of prior knowledge. Whether print-based or digital, a textbook can be inefficient and cannot assist the learner to determine what they know and what they don't know. One of the study skills that students often lack is to determine what they really don't know and need to focus on more intently. I'm sure most of us would agree that studying what one already knows is not productive. Yet, this is what often happens to students. To make study time productive, one must focus much more intently on weaker areas of knowledge. This is where an adaptive learning system such as Connect can add value. Connect is not a digital textbook, but an instructional technology. It is an adaptive system that directs students to digital learning content when they do not know the answer to a question or if they are not sure of an answer. It is more about why something is correct when studying rather than just picking the right answer and never knowing precisely why. Connect provides a type of individualized instruction because it continuously adapts to the specific learner needs. Think of Connect as a personalized tutor. Using Connect effectively should follow a learning process. The recommended progression will lead learners to proficiency. The 5 steps that we will cover in this video are: read the content in the library, then complete the learning assignment, followed by recharge. Then you will fill out a worksheet, and lastly, you will complete a quiz. Students gain access to the Connect system through the learning management system, Canvas. Clicking on an assignment in Canvas will launch Connect automatically. The course content in Connect is used for computing fundamentals and living online modules. Please remember that you need to follow the schedule in Canvas as identified by your instructor. Once I've clicked on the domain, I get a menu on the left-hand side here of things I can do in this domain. The first thing I want to do is I want to go into the library because that's the first step when you enter into a new domain area. You will see a list of all the topics and subtopics. If you click on a topic, it will open up all of the learning objects underneath. Then, one by one, you will click. Here, discuss how cell phones work. When you click on that, you will see, okay, the content in how cell phones work is a video. Now you can watch the video in the size launched, or you can click on the expand button and you will get a full-size video. Simply click play.
People love
and watch the video. I will click the expand button, which will now reduce it back again. And once you are done with the learning content, you go back to the library. And you should read each piece of content. Some of it will be text, some will be video. Off to the left, you always have some text explanation. You can click
cell phones and
the microphone if you would like the system to read it to you. It is very important you read all of the content for that subtopic. And that's how you go through initially the library information. You simply just keep going down. Each topic and subtopic is fairly brief. When you are done reading all of the content, you are ready to move to the second step. Step 2 in the learning process is where you actually complete the assignment. So once you click on the assignment in Canvas, it launches you into the assignment page. For example, if I selected Domain 2 hardware devices, there would be an arrow to the right, as you see here, for you to begin the assignment. When you first enter an assignment, to complete the assignment, you would want to click on the last option here, Complete the Assignment. Remember, your assignments are graded and earn you points, so you definitely want to complete the assignment. So when you first go into the assignment, there are two parts to each question. One is the answer, and the second one is how well do you know it. The adaptive engine in Connect is the beauty of this instructional technology. When you are answering questions, Connect is creating a user profile or a learner profile, and it is cataloging the questions that you are able to answer correctly and that you say you know it, as compared to questions you may get incorrect, and then you also say, I think so, I'm unsure, or I have no idea. When we say Connect is an instructional technology that makes your learning more efficient, what happens the more you use the system, the smarter Connect gets. The system begins to ask you fewer questions on the things that you have demonstrated your proficiency and focuses your learning on those areas that you don't know so well. So let's take this first one. The video screen that comes with the computer is referred to, and I'll just say, oh, that's an easy one. That is a monitor, and I know it. So that is the first question in the assignment here. You'll see I got it correct. I'll click OK. Odds are I probably won't see any more questions about a monitor. I might see one more, but probably not. Here's one. Select the 3.5 millimeter audio connector. Okay, well, I know that one also. So I'm going to say, okay, I know it, and I got that one correct also. So now I've answered two questions correctly in the assignment, and Connect has cataloged that, and the more I use the system, the more the system will remember, well, that learner knew what a 3.5 millimeter connection was, knew what a monitor was. Let's spend time on other more valuable learning concepts. So here, so let me do some of these. I'm just going to click them. I don't know if they're wrong or not. I'll say, okay, I'm unsure of this, and then I'll submit. And so here, I answered them all correctly, but I did say I was unsure. And I was. I just clicked randomly. And actually, I wasn't even reading them. I just got lucky and got them all correct. I would guess later on, I will get another question, at least about laser and inkjet printers. Here's another one. Judy can quickly move photo from her digital camera to her laptop because her laptop can accept and read. Now this one is a drop down. You can see what would be the answer here. Now, just on purpose, I'm going to say, I have no idea. And this is really key for your learning. I said I have no idea, so therefore I did not get the question correct. The system will always give you remediation. If you answer a question incorrectly, it will tell you what the right answer is, and it will give you a little explanation. But more importantly, off to the right, When you get a question incorrect, that is a learning opportunity for you. You may either go to the library or you can go to what we call the slide, and the slide would be content only about this specific concept in this question. So let me go ahead and click slide, and you can see I have an explanation off to the left here. There's a little speaker here.
Digital cameras can be connected to.
So if you want it to read to you, you may do that, but you must read the left and read the right, and hopefully the next time that question comes around, you will be proficient in that area. You click OK. It won't give you another question immediately, but it's in its memory bank, and it knows it has to give you another question on that concept. And then you just go on and on until the assignment is complete. Now, the adaptive engine is also used in other places throughout Connect, which we are going to learn about Recharge next, which continues to benefit from that adaptive technology. Once you have completed an assignment, one might think they are done. Well, actually, you're not done. You're just done with the assignment, but you really still have more learning to do. Here we can see mobile devices, which is domain 1, says done. But what you want to do at least a couple of times is to recharge. And when you click on recharge, it will give you a list of the assignments you have completed, and you will click recharge. And what it will do is it will essentially do the assignment all over again. However, it will use different questions based on your learner profile from the original assignment. The system now knows which concepts you're really good with and which concepts you really need more practice. And that is the whole purpose of Connect, is that it is adaptive, and the more you recharge, the more it focuses on the incorrect answers, the ones that you might have gotten right but you were kind of think so unsure, until you really can answer questions quickly, correctly, and say, I know it. The recharge will keep working, and you can do it over and over again until you feel confident that you have mastered the material in that domain. So keep recharging. Step 4 is to complete the worksheet. Now, when we say step 4 is to complete the worksheet, it means just that, to finish it up. It does not mean necessarily to begin the worksheet with step 4. In Canvas, your instructor will include these worksheets, which are intended to become your study guide prior to preparing for the exam. So what you should be doing is looking at these worksheets at the beginning of each domain. When you first are looking at the library, doing the assignment, doing the recharges, you can be working on this kind of all along. You can have it substantially completed by the time you finish all the recharges, but it's completely up to you. If you would just like to leave this to the very end, but you don't necessarily have to. Another resource that you might want to use, in addition to the Connect library and the assignments, is that you have a print companion that you purchased in the bookstore, which we call the IS101 bundle. That printed material, although it is very high level, it is meant really to jog your memory. It is not meant to be a sole study tool that would use in place of Connect. Connect is your primary learning resource, and the printed companion can just help you. Think of it as a quick reference guide. At the end of every worksheet, there is going to be a place to cut and paste the results of your practice quiz that you are going to do in Connect. When you are ready to take your practice quiz, you come into Connect and you click on My Reports. Kind of an odd place for practice quiz to live, but that's where it is. My Reports, right here, practice quiz. How you take a practice quiz is you scroll and you find out which domain you are going to take a quiz for. Here, just to mix it up a little bit, I'll say, okay, I'm going to put an X next to computer software architecture. And up here it says there are 115 questions. What you need to do is follow the instructions given to you by your instructor. So let's say your instructor said, I want you to take a quiz with 25 questions. You just type in here 25. Even though there's 115, you only have to do 25, and you hit Start Quiz. At the end of the 25 questions, you will get a percentage score. Again, follow your instructor's guidelines, but what you will generally do is you will cut and paste that score and you will put it into the end of the worksheet.